The same day repeated for 1,000 years. In the computer it said, Sule, male, 31 years old, graduated from Shanghai's Music Academy. He has experience working as an online singer. He is part of the Performing Arts Training Center under the trainee department. His position is vocal teacher for the first trainee course and deputy director of the trainee department. Wu Chen said, since him, just look for him. And Menglan said interviewed him personally, and he became a middle-level manager in just 2 years. He is a very promising manager in the company, so it can't be him. But Mr. Wu, how can you be sure that it's him? Wu Chen replied, it's a bit complicated to explain, Miss An. How about we do it this way? You call him over, I'll let you listen to him admit it himself. And then we can talk about it slowly. Suddenly, Sule came in and said, Boss, are you looking for me? And Menglan said, teacher Chen Wu has something he wants to say. Hear him out. Sule looked at Wu Chen, confused. Wu Chen said to Sule, I'll give you a chance to choose. Will you confess voluntarily, or should I call Xia Xiaobin and ask him myself? Your choice. Sule began to sweat after hearing Wu Chen. Zhuang Xiaodi said to herself, the boss of the paparazzi studio, Rubik's Cube, who is only slightly inferior to Peng Wei in the industry. Sule, actually. Sule said, Chen Wu. Sir, I don't understand what you mean. Wu Chen said, still not going to admit it, huh? You still use the phone number ending with 6546, right? Was the money transferred to your mother-in-law's account? Sule said to himself, yesterday. I contacted Rubik's Cube using a phone number ending in 6546, and my mother-in-law did indeed receive a sum of money in her bank account. However, I have the right to communicate with anyone on the phone, and the company does not have any regulations prohibiting financial transactions with Rubik's Cube. These 2 points are not conclusive evidence, Sule said. Mr. Chen Wu, are you suspecting me based on such personal matters? Can you provide evidence? Boss, since you don't trust me, there's no need for me to stay. I will be resigning now, Wu Chen said. Do you really think you can leave today? Sule looked back and said, Boss, are you trying to detain me? If you really suspect me, you can call the police and let the police investigate me, but you can't restrict my freedom without permission. And Menglan said, Sule, did you do it? Sule shouted. No, Wu Chen said. No matter how much you shout, it is useless. Let's go to your office. I want to go through your computer. Sule said to himself, are you an idiot? I've already deleted it. Why would I keep those things? A few moments later, in his office, Sule said, well, Mr. Chen Wu, my company computer, personal computer, tablet, and mobile phone are all here. Please check them carefully. I hope you check them thoroughly. Wu Chen said, oh, you deleted it completely. No wonder you are so confident. Sule said, Mr. Chen Wu, if there's no evidence there, then that means there's no evidence at all. If you can't find any, then stop trying to sound enigmatic. And Menglan said, Teacher Chen Wu, what should we do now? Wu Chen pretended to type on the keyboard and said, don't worry, it will be all right soon. 20 minutes later, and Menglan said, Teacher Chen Wu, what are you actually writing? Wu Chen said, I've written the program to recover deleted files. Let's see what we've got. I don't need to open this email that was sent here, do I? Sule shouted, Boss! Boss, I was wrong, boss. Boss, I was possessed, boss. Please spare me. As he knelt down. And Menglan said in flaming rage, it's really you, guards. As the security escorted Sule away, and Menglan said, let's put the issue of the leaked audio aside. Do you have any good ideas to salvage this mess for the new album? Wu Chen said, 10 measures, huh? Of course, release the album in advance. The earlier, the better. And Menglan said, by the way, how did you know that Sule was the culprit? Wu Chen said, and I asked Peng Wei to investigate. As rivals in the same industry, the investigation would be complicated. Not to mention that, while work is going on in your company, I need to record a song. And Menglan said, record a song? Wu Chen replied, yes. I'll record a song that will troll the entire music industry, and I'll release it tonight. And Menglan said to herself, can this be considered a measure to remedy the mess of the leaked audio? The next day, Zhuang Xiaodi looked at her phone and said, Mr. Wu, your new song is the most trending song on the internet, with 40 million views, and netizens are still going bonkers about it. And Menglan said, there are also the 3rd most popular trend and the 4th most popular trend. They are controversy over Chen Wu's new song and how fast does Chen Wu speak. The popularity is also about 7 million. In the comments, people said, "Why are you cocky? If you're this cocky, Chenwu, why don't you fly to the sky?" So dare to say in the song that all musicians are blind, and that there is no tomorrow in the Chinese music world? Chenwu, you are such a bastard. Why don't you stand up? How many songs have you written, since you just became popular with only 2 songs and now you think you're so capable? Putu, do you still have shame calling yourself a genius and a superstar? Why don't you release an album if you're so capable? What a fart. Disgusting. 10 good song. Human trash. Henna, you have a shitty talent. And Manglin said to herself, although the unprecedented rage has overwhelmed everything, this is too negative. Too much notoriety is not a good thing. Music director Yu Xiaohu entered and said, Boss, is it true that all 7 songs in the new album were composed by Chenwu? And Manglin replied, that's right. Teacher Chenwu composed all of them. So what's going on? Yu Xiaohu laughed. Ah, Teacher Chenwu, it's done. It's done. Chenwu, you are such a genius. And Manglin asked, Teacher Xiaohu, what did you say? Yu Xiaohu said, of course, it's about your new album, boss. Don't you understand? Now the whole internet is cursing Chenwu, questioning his creative talent, while he was the one who composed the songs in your new album. And Manglin thought to herself, Wu Chen single-handedly blasted the public opinion of the entire industry and turned the whole internet against him. This was not only a way to attract popularity, but also a trap for the entire internet. Now the whole internet is questioning Chenwu's talent, hoping to make him display the source of his arrogance. And Manglin thought, and my new album will be released soon. Since all the songs are written by Chenwu, this is equivalent to wiping out the controversy on the entire internet with one slap. By then, a new album with excellent quality will be released. If the current popularity continues, the mess of the leaked audio will not matter. And to think I was accusing him of messing around yesterday, I'll have to apologize sincerely, irrespective of how I do it. As she imagines herself on top of Wu Chen on the bed, Yu Xiaohu said, ants accepted. All the attention of the internet is on Teacher Chenwu's new song, and almost nobody is paying attention to the leaked new album. Wu Chen said, that's all I can do for now. Miss Anne has been working hard these past few days to record the songs for her new album as quickly as possible. Remember to post them early. And Manglin asked, Teacher Chenwu, then you. Wu Chen said, San, I have other things to attend to, so I'll be leaving first. I'll contact you later. 1 hour later, at the Iris Flower Western Restaurant in Dongpu District, Shanghai. Wu Chen said, Xiao Di, this is the movie script I wrote a few days ago. Take it. Give it to Mao Rusong when he arrives. Wu Chen placed the flash drive on the table. Zhuang Xiaodi said, movie script? This is the main material for the company's new project. Why aren't you personally handling it, Mr. Wu? Wu Chen said, you have to be the one to handle it, because it will make you the chairman of Shanghai Entertainment. Zhuang Xiaodi thought to herself, you want me to be the chairman of Shanghai Entertainment? Just then. Qi Chenggong, Qi Jun's elder brother, and Qi Min's son, chairman of Shuangqi Real Estate, said, Yo, isn't this the school bell of Zhuang University? Standing beside him was Qi Jun, 45 years old, a major shareholder and director of Shanghai City's Shuangqi Real Estate Group. Qi Chenggong said, it's been a while since I last saw you. It turns out you're with a wealthy guy here. I was thinking that you would find someone better than me since you rejected me. Tisk kisk, Wu Chen said, don't worry, just ignore him. Qi Chenggong said, Uncle, what do you think? She's cute, isn't she? That's the school belle, you know, the one I told you about. Qi Jun said, well, she's a top beauty. I can imagine how comfortable it'd be to have her. My nephew sure has good taste. Qi Chenggong said, hello, school belle. How long has this fling gone on for? Have you had enough fun with your rich friend? Zhuang Xiaodi said, hey, can you stop saying nonsense? Can't you see you're disturbing our dinner? Mr. Wu, don't listen to his nonsense. Qi Chenggong thought to himself, the rich guy didn't even react when things went this far. He must be easy to deal with. Qi Chenggong said, what do you mean I'm saying nonsense? What have you done with others? I've not even started yet. Wu Chen said, Xiaodi, splash him. Zhuang Xiaodi, confused, said, huh? Wu Chen said, don't be afraid, splash him. Zhuang Xiaodi suddenly splashed her water at Qi Chenggong. Qi Chenggong was shocked and froze. He then raised his hand and shouted, freaking bitch, do you think you're special? Suddenly, Wu Chen kicked his knee, and Qi Chenggong slammed his face onto the table. Qi Jun rushed to assist him as blood poured from Qi Chenggong's head. Qi Chenggong cried out in pain. Qi Jun said, Changgong. Chi Changgong said, Uncle, someone kicked me. Freak. Chi Jun said, who? They looked back. Chi Jun said, Chichid, you actually. Wu Chen said, Sa, Mr. Chi, did you see me kick you? Don't accuse me without evidence. If you have time to talk nonsense, why not go check the surveillance footage? Chi Jun said, I'll be back after I've checked the surveillance footage. Wu Chen said, Xiaodi and I are at the end of the table setting, which is a blind spot of the surveillance camera, Mr. Chi. You might have just wasted your trip. Chi Jun said, did this kid just admit it covertly? Chi Jun said, you dared to touch the boss's head. Wu Chen said, but Mr. Chi, your nephew is losing consciousness. Chi Jun caught Chi Changgong and shouted, Changgong. Wu Chen said, Mr. Chi, you should take your nephew to the hospital in time or else he might die. As they walked away, Chi Jun muttered, oh, very good. Well done. I'll remember your face. Zhuang Xiaodi said, Mr. Wu, they. Wu Chen said, it's okay. Just two foolish people. Don't be afraid. Zhuang Xiaodi said, but Mr. Wu, that's Chi Changgong. He has a very rich background. His family is worth over 10 billion yuan. He's always been lawless in school, and no one dares to do anything to him. Wu Chen said, so what? Zhuang Xiaodi said, Alsan, I've caused you to get into trouble. Aren't you in danger? Wu Chen said, it's not your fault. I won't let you suffer such injustice. If you ever encounter something like this, just smash a wine bottle on his head and leave the consequences to me to deal with. He kissed her forehead. Zhuang Xiaodi, in tears, said, sniff. 3 hours later, after eating and discussing with Mao Rusong, Zhuang Xiaodi said, Mr. Wu, you should be exhausted from all the stress these past few days. I'll scrub your back for you. Wu Chen gently grabbed her delicate wrist and said, you've also worked hard. Don't do anything. Come in. He pulled her into the bathtub. Wu Chen said, we'll do it together and wash away all the stress of the past few days. In Wu Chen's phone, a message read, Xiao Wu, why don't we have a chat? Since you've returned to Shanghai City, I have some time for a meal tomorrow as your host. Also, there are some things I want to discuss with you. The next day, Wu Chen got into his Ferrari. He said to Zhuang Xiaodi, I'll take you to Qinghai Entertainment today, while Mao Rusong takes you through the program. I have some other matters to attend to. I'll come pick you up in the afternoon. Suddenly, a bald man with a few friends approached Wu Chen and said, what's up? Which is it? It's either you owe someone money or you owe someone your life. Brother, can you please come with us? Someone wants to have a nice chat about the issue of the debt you owe. Wu Chen said, I don't know who sent you here, but I'm very busy today and don't have time to play with you. Suddenly, a guy with a mohawk jumped at Wu Chen and shouted, It wasn't a request. He tried to punch Wu Chen, but Wu Chen dodged and punched him in the face, sending him slamming to the ground. The bald man shouted, Putz, let's go, together. Wu Chen said, Xiaodi, step back. Wu Chen kicked another thug and punched a third one in the kidneys, then moved on to attack the fourth man. The bald guy smirked and said, You're really good at fighting. He pointed a knife at Zhuang Xiaodi's throat and said, Make a move, and I'll scratch this woman's face. Wu Chen calmly placed his hand in his pocket. Suddenly, he threw his phone like a shuriken at the bald man. It struck his face with precision. Zhuang Xiaodi was shocked. Huh? She gasped. Wu Chen quickly pulled her close and said, I'm good. There was no injury. He then picked up the bald man's phone and said, Let's see if the mastermind is Ding Ruolong or someone else. He glanced at the screen. Oh, it turns out to be the Qi brothers. Zhuang Xiaodi said, I'm sorry for causing trouble for you, Mr. Wu. Wu Chen replied, I said it's not your fault. He thought to himself, harassing Xiaodi repeatedly. It seems I can't just leave those two brothers from the Qi family alone. A few moments later, Tang Jingbin said, Oh my, since Brother Wu has come to Shanghai, I have to treat him to this meal. Xiaogu, why are you here? Wu Chen said, Second Uncle Tang, I called Mr. Gu. I know you're almost ready to deal with the Lu family, and so is our Li family. Before that, I want to give you two another big gift. Are you all familiar with Shuangqi real estate? Tang Jingbin said. The brothers from the Qi family have just been hanging around that 3-acre plot in Shanghai City. Nothing else. Guru Weibo said, They don't have the support of their family behind them, and it's rumored they're just proxies for an old leader. Wu Chen said, Since the old leader passed away and their development ended, since is all the dirt on the Qi brothers. If you take it, you should be able to secure the 10 billion yuan Shuangqi real estate. He placed the flash drive on the table, Tang Jingbin, shocked, said, take over the Shuangqi real estate? Gu Ruibo, also shocked, said, oh, that's huge. Did the Qi brothers offend you, Mr. Wu? Wu Chen said, I just can't bear to see them causing trouble everywhere. How about it? Are you interested or not? Tang Jingbin said, for this kind of business with little to no risk. Gu Ruibo added, if we follow Mr. Tang, we'll probably finish it within 3 days. Wu Chen said, with this business, the Jiu and Tang families can be considered half allies, right? Tang Jingbin said, with Xiao Wu. What you said. Anyway, it's still a business worth billions of yuan. Come on, Xiao Gu. Let's make a toast to the alliance between our two families. Ha ha ha. After it's done, Xiao Gu's voice will be much more important in your family. Gu Ruibo said, second uncle, if you need any assistance in the future, let me know, and I will definitely do it. They toasted with their cups of tea. Tang Jingbin said, Kika haha, okay, Xiao Gu is straightforward. Wu Chen said, it's best for the Gu family not to get involved in dealing with the Lu family. Even if rumors spread in the future that the Tang and Gu families are taking advantage of each other, and that the Tang and Li families are working against the Lu family, the Ding family will not suspect anything. Gu Ruibo said, since so there's a deeper meaning behind it. Tang Jingbin said, this is Xiao Wu we're talking about. Haha, what a thoughtful person. 3 hours later, after the three of them happily finished their meal at the house, Wu Chen and Zhuang Xiaodi took off their dirty clothes and lay on the bed to rest. Wu Chen said, Xiaodi, don't worry about Qi Chenggong and Qi Min's nephew anymore. Zhuang Xiaodi replied, I'm actually fine. I just don't like them bothering you, Mr. Wu. On the phone, Li Robing said, darling, you didn't call me for 2 days. And then you go and cause such a big scene without even saying a word. Wu Chen replied, what are you talking about? The news update read, and Menglin's new song is released, The Queen is Back. And Menglin earned 600 million in 1 day. Explosive. Shen Wu alone wrote the lyrics and music for Menglan's new album. Li Robing said, let me ask, though I already know the answer. Teacher Chen Wu, who put so much effort into Menglan, couldn't wait to make their debut, right? Wu Chen thought to himself. And Menglan's new album has been released? I've been so busy today I didn't even check. Li Robing said, come back as soon as you finish the task. Bigger things are waiting for you at home. The next morning, Wu Chen's phone rang. It was Menglan calling. She said, Puss Mr. Wu, something's wrong. The #1 headline read, The Scumbag Chen Wu's Affair. And Menglan knows about it. And Menglan said, have you seen the trending topics online? Wu Chen replied, well, except for the fact that I took my girlfriend to your Manhwa company. Everything else in the post was fabricated. Whoever made this post has good writing skills and crafted quite the story. And Menglan, frustrated, said, Mr. Wu, are you seriously still in the mood to joke? Wu Chen said, seeing how well your new album is doing, someone must have hired trolls to stir things up. These fabricated stories can't be proven and will fade out soon. And Menglan said, there are reporters outside the company now. Mr. Wu, should I make a statement online to clarify things? She thought to herself, the rumor spreading isn't what scares me. But what if they find out about me and Wu Chen? Am I really going to have to kneel and apologize to Li Ruobing? Wu Chen said, you know what you're worried about. Don't be afraid. You and the company should not say anything online. And in 2, a most important thing now is to immediately arrest your assistant in the performing arts department, Chu Ji and Lucy Sheng from public relations. They leaked your messages and were the ones who made the post online. And Menglan, shocked, said, huh? Wu Chen said, you don't believe me? And Menglan replied, no, that's it for now. I'll handle it. By the way, it's best if we don't see each other for now until this all clears up. Wu Chen said to Zhuang Xiaodi, don't worry. You don't need to concern yourself with these small things. Mao Rusong will teach you all you need to know. Take your time and learn as much as you can. I'll be heading to Donghai City soon. 3 hours later, Su Qingying welcomed Wu Chen with a bright smile and said, darling. She hugged Wu Chen, pressing her ample chest against him. Wu Chen said, Qingying is here as well? Su Qingying jumped up while Wu Chen held her slender waist. She said, I haven't seen you in days. I missed you so much I want to kiss and hug. Li Ruobing, watching them from a distance, started to sweat slightly. She thought to herself, Qingying is usually a normal woman, but when it comes to Wu Chen, she becomes completely abnormal. Ha Wu Chen asked, tell me, what's going on that even Qingying had to come? Li Ruobing said, ask her yourself. Wu Chen looked at Su Qingying. Qingying, Su Qingying said softly, darling, I want to have a baby. She leaned closer to Wu Chen. Wu Chen suddenly fell silent, staring at her. Su Qingying blushed. Li Ruobing peeked at them with one eye. Wu Chen said, Qingying, you might not have enough energy to take care of the company while you're pregnant. Su Qingying replied, Only no. But I just want to have a child with my darling. Wu Chen thought to himself, my relationship with Qingying can't be made public right now, and even in the future it'll be difficult. It would be nice if she had a child to keep her company and bring her happiness. Wu Chen finally said, Okay, fine. We'll have a child. Su Qingying smiled and walked away happily, saying, I'll go back to take good care of my body and prepare for the pregnancy, darling. I'll call you when I'm ready. Ruobing, I'll be leaving. Li Ruobing said, This girl. I'm really impressed, Wu Chen said. Qingying seems to be in a hurry. Are you also in a hurry? Li Ruobing answered, and I'm anxious too. But more than that, I'm eager to meet your parents. So if there's nothing else to do today, let's go see them. Wu Chen thought to himself, it seems Qingying's request gave Ruobing a bit of stimulation. Now she wants to solidify her position. Li Ruobing said, Yeah, go ahead and laugh, but then let's leave without any more objections. A few moments later, Li Ruobing asked, Darling, you grew up here? Wu Chen said, What's wrong? You don't like it? Li Ruobing replied, There's nothing to dislike. I just think it's strange. How did this kind of environment raise my man into such a good man? Wu Chen said, Perhaps I'm just that much of a genius. Li Ruobing grabbed his arm and said, Don't be silly, let's go. A few moments later, Wu Chen said, Mom, Dad, this is Ruobing. Wu Chen's mom said, So, come in. Why are you still buying so many things? Wu Chen's dad said, Oh dear, Bing, don't just stand there. Come and sit down. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. Wu Chen's dad asked, Who is it? Then he opened the door and said, Old Chen, why did you come back? Old Chen said, Old Wu, I have something to tell you. Suddenly, he was stunned and confused. Huh? Boss Li? He looked at Li Ruobing sitting in Old Wu's living room. Old Wu thought to himself, Is Old Chen referring to our son's girlfriend? Wu Chen's mom was also shocked and fell silent. Old Chen said to Li Ruobing, Boss Li, you might have forgotten. I'm Chen Jinye from Shengyi Chemical. Li Ruobing replied, Hello, Mr. Chen. Old Chen said, Boss Li, are you speaking to Xiao Chen? Li Ruobing gently grabbed Wu Chen's arm and said, Wu Chen is my boyfriend. Old Wu said, For Bing, Old Chen. Don't be strangers. Come and have a seat. Old Chen said to Old Wu, Hey, Old Wu, you're lucky. Xiao Chen just graduated from college, and he's already found a billionaire with an amazing background as his girlfriend. Old Wu, confused, said, Huh? Then he thought to himself in shock, Bye. Billionaire? As he looked at Li Ruobing, Old Wu whispered to Old Chen, But did you say Lao Chen, Bing is a billionaire boss? Old Chen whispered back, Geez, Old Wu, what do you want me to say? Your future daughter-in-law owns large factories that produce cosmetics. Her net worth is between 2 and 3 billion yuan. Old Wu thought to himself, How can this be? How can Xiaoqin keep up with someone like her? Wu Chen's mother called out, What are you doing? We're waiting for you to eat. Old Chen said, Sister-in-law, this is a family dinner, so I don't want to intrude. He looked back at Old Wu and said, Old Wu, let's talk some other time. A few moments later, Wu Chen's mother said, Bing, try the vegetables. See if they suit your taste. Sen, don't just eat by yourself. Pick up some vegetables for Bing. Li Ruobing said, Auntie, this is very delicious. Old Wu said, Shu Bing, it's your first time coming to our house for dinner. Uncle is very happy. And Uncle has to be frank. You are in charge of such a big business, and this is the situation of our family. You're such a good girl. I'm afraid he might hold you back. Li Ruobing became serious and said with a straight face, Uncle, I'm pregnant. Old Wu was shocked and confused. Huh? He exclaimed, sweating. Wu Chen's mother also said, Huh? You're pregnant? How long have you been pregnant? Li Ruobing smiled and said, Not too long ago. I found out when I went to the hospital for a physical examination. The doctor told me I had been pregnant for about 20 days. Old Wu said, Xiao Chen, what's wrong with you? Don't you even know how to take safety measures? Li Ruobing said, Uncle, it's not that he was careless. I asked Wu Chen for it. Sen, I am 27 years old and have achieved a little success in my career. When it comes to having a child, Wu Chen isn't too anxious. He is 5 years younger than me and just graduated from college. Maybe he doesn't want to get into it so early. Old Wu raised his voice to Wu Chen and said, Oh, damn it. Bing is willing to marry you and bear your child. And yet you're unwilling? His mother added, Xiaoqin, Mom is not going to be happy with you if you act like this. How could you treat a lady like that? She looked at Li Ruobing and said, Don't worry, Bing Bing. In the future, Mom will take care of things for you. If Wu Chen doesn't listen, I'll help you deal with him. Later that night, lying in bed, Li Ruobing said, Darling, when I told your parents that I was pregnant, I just said it without much thought. I hope you're not angry? Wu Chen said, What's there to be angry about? Let's just hurry up and implement it, okay? Li Ruobing said, Are you going to be all right? Qingying also wants to have a child. Wu Chen suddenly raised his hand and pinned Li Ruobing down on the bed, saying, Don't worry, I can handle it. Li Ruobing replied, Yes, I'm sure you can. That's why Qian Qian, Qingying, Xiaodi, Wu Yurong, and Menglan. As Wu Chen got closer to Li Ruobing, he said, And it seems it's time to punish a naughty one. Li Ruobing responded, Only bad guy, as she moaned softly. Han. The next day, Wu Chen answered the phone and said, Hello, Boss Tang. Tang Jingbin replied, Xiao Wu. Mao Rusong had an accident. Wu Chen asked, So is he doing? Tang Jingbin said, He passed the intersection of Tongjing Avenue more than 10 minutes ago and was hit by a truck running a red light. He's in the hospital now, and the driver who caused the accident fled the scene. Xiaogu and I spoke on the phone, and he believes it was the Qi brothers trying to get revenge. Wu Chen stood up and thought to himself, No, the Qi brothers are like street gangsters. They wouldn't dare to cause car accidents or commit murder. Wu Chen then said, Boss Tang, this matter may not be related to the Qi family. We must persuade Guru Weibo not to act rashly. I will try to find out who did it. Tang Jingbin asked, Xiao Wu, you suspect someone else is behind this? Wu Chen replied, Well, Mr. Tang, please help find connections and check the surveillance footage for the section of road where Mao Rusong had the accident. Tang Jingbin said, Okay, Xiao Wu, give me 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, Wu Chen said, Sure enough, it's not the Qi brothers. It's Cao Liangpeng from Shanghai City. Li Ruobing responded, And there must be quite a few people who wanted to take down Mao Rusong, right? Wu Chen said, So a few minutes before and after Mao Rusong's accident, 80% of the traffic on that road section came from Cao Liangpeng's group. Li Ruobing asked, Said how did you know so many of them were from his group? Wu Chen said, I'm an information broker. I can identify the factions of influential figures and the vehicles they use. Then he made a call and said, Boss Gu, check Cao Liangpeng's call records. Find out who he spoke to before and after Mao Rusong's accident. Rough him up if you have to, but detain him after he confesses. Gu Weibo replied, Okay, Mr. Wu, I'll get it done. Half a day later, in Shanghai City, Guru Weibo sat on the rubble as he took a puff of his cigarette. Cao Liangpeng, badly beaten, said, Boss Gu, I was wrong for taking action against Mao Rusong. Please spare me. I know I was wrong, and I won't do it again in the future. Guru Weibo thought to himself, just as Mr. Wu said, Cao Liangpeng was the one behind it. He dropped his cigarette, stood up and said, Say continue to beat him. Whatever happens to Mao Rusong will determine what happens to you. Don't worry, I'll cover the medical bills. In another scene, Wu Chen drove his Ferrari quickly through the streets. Li Ruobing asked, Owen Menglan, what does she want again? Didn't you just come back from Shanghai City yesterday? Wu Chen replied, You'll know once you answer the call. Li Ruobing answered the phone and said, Hello? And Menglan responded, So it wasn't Mr. Wu? It was Miss Li? Li Ruobing asked, Twat? How many shares did you say he wanted from you? 50%. And Menglan said, On the issue of the trending topics has been resolved, and we've found the instigators behind it. Now, I want to talk to Mr. Wu about what we discussed earlier. He wants a 50% share in Manhwa music. Li Ruobing, shocked, repeated, What? How many shares did you say he wanted? 50%? And Menglan responded, Li Ruobing said, What? Are you going to agree to that? And Menglan replied, And because we didn't have a good conversation last time, I want to have a proper and detailed conversation with Mr. Wu this time. I just want to ask, when will Mr. Wu be back in Shanghai City? Li Ruobing was speechless, staring at Wu Chen smirking beside her. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.